right, guys, Sean says, have you had clients on your social parties propose to a lady on the same week as the social? Yes, I have. Would I recommend it? I don't know. It really depends on a lot of stuff, but I have actually had that. And I can tell you right now, if you're gonna go to socials in Thailand, socials in the Philippines, socials in China, socials in Colombia, there are just some places where a short courtship is almost expected. That's definitely the case in Asia, in many countries. I'm not kidding. So it's not unheard of that you might propose to somebody. Now, what are you doing when you're proposing after a week? Everybody would say that's a really, really bad idea. What you're doing is you're saying, let's get married, knowing we've got to apply for a visa and it's going to take 8 months to get it. Which gives us time to just make sure we're okay, but my intention is to do this and your intention is to do this. Let's do it. It's very romantic and you can definitely do that. It's not common, but it does happen, definitely. Most often, guys go back for a second trip, and during the second trip is usually when the engagement happens. Jake says, what are the biggest challenges after she's arrived and settled in? You know, it's interesting, Jake, your biggest challenge, most guys wouldn't think of this, your biggest challenge when you bring a girl here on a fiancé visa is going to be boredom. So it's going to take a little bit of time before she's able to work. You are probably going to go to work and come home every day, and she'll be waiting. She has a child to care for, a child who's in school, you know, meals to cook, that sort of thing. That'll definitely help her a lot. But it's challenging for women when they first come here if they can't work right away. You know, she'll be able to work eventually, but you may need to find a way to just kind of keep her occupied and keep her busy a little bit. And again, if she has a child, that's certainly going to help her a lot. You know, if you have friends who have wives from her neck of the woods, some of your tour partners, for example, may also be, you know, having fiancés from your tour and therefore from her city. Can you establish an online network so you can all communicate with each other very, very easily? The reality is you'll be two people who are falling in love, and wanting to spend your future together. So whatever comes up, you'll get through. You just have to be compassionate, understanding. The fact that you're asking and anticipating what her needs might be when she comes here, very, very important. She's gonna wanna have good communication with her family back home. Girls in Ukraine, guys, girls in Russia, they talk to their mom every day, man, every day. It's very, very, very important to them, very close to their mothers. So communication is really, really important as well. Let's have it. Juan says, how long can you date these women before you take them home to America or any other country that is foreign? Juan, that'll depend a lot on you and the girl. But of course, falling in love, dating, and courtship, that's the first focus, right? So you go and you meet people, you meet somebody special, you go out on a bunch of dates, you find out you're really compatible and attracted to each other, and before you know it, you have the option and the ability to turn that into a romance, which is what we're here for, right? Isn't it great? You've got your romance, your beautiful girl, she's so interested in you, she's very responsive to you, you know, she's opened herself up to you, you've opened yourself up to her and you create that romance. From that on, the two of you are going to decide, you know, what to do about that romance that you create. You may decide to get married in her country, in which case you'll then go to the U.S. Embassy in her country. So if you're in Colombia, you're going to go to Bogota. If you're in Costa Rica, it's in San Jose. If you're in Ukraine, it's in Kiev. If you're in China, you're going to go to Beijing. But you're going to go to the U.S. Embassy in her country and apply as a married couple for a spousal visa for her to come to America. And it's going to take some time. Could take 8 months. Could take close to a year. She'll get her spousal visa and then she can come to America. That's one option. Another option is you can come back to the States while she stays in her country. You can apply for a fiancé visa for her. You basically send an application into the State Department and say, hey, I met this girl, here's proof of that. We fell in love, here's proof of that. And I want to bring her here so we can get married. So would you please give her a fiancé visa so that when she comes here, we can get married? Thank you, your faithful son. And Uncle Sam will say, sure, no problem. See you in 6 months, maybe 4 months, maybe 8 months. It depends a little bit on where she's from and where you live and that kind of thing. But those are usually the two options. A lot of guys ask, can we get her a tourist visa into the United States? You can always apply. You know, it's hard. It really is. Some women from Costa Rica and some women from China are successful in getting tourist visas. A much, much smaller number, a very smaller number of women from places like Ukraine or the Philippines or Colombia can get tourist visas to the U.S. So you may end up, you know, doing a fiancé visa or a spousal visa or spending more time with her somewhere else. But if you want to bring her home, as Juan is asking, assuming it's your home you're bringing her to, that's probably going to be a spousal visa or a fiancé visa.
Join Join men from all over the world as they take a trip and find their future brides. Interested? Learn more at
Bangkok-women.com.
If you enjoyed this video or want more information, please like our videos and subscribe to our channel.
The ocean